So why Ifa Ela? This is the reason why Ifa Ela ministry was created. This is the reason why Ifa Ela ministry has been placed on this earth by the universe, by God. The first reason is to advocate for a rape-free world. A system whereby children, boys and girls, will no longer be raped. A system whereby women will not have to be pretending to be vulnerable anymore. To encourage, the second reason is to encourage a healthy, good relationship with Creator, the source of life. When we say God, when we say Creator, all we're saying in essence is the practicality of God, the highest intelligence that is given to every society as the universe deems fit. Now we can't be taking everything from the source, which is Africa, and then not give anything back. It's like taking everything from God and you don't beautify God in return. That is the law of universe. You take and then you give it back where you take it from, because it's going to come from there again. It's called cycle of life. God is actually in physical form as well. God placed his own physical legacy, its own legacy here on earth for us to relate with. So every ritual that each community practices is hurting somebody. Is that clear to you? You're hurting a living human being that represents the legacy of God, the legacy of Creator. So it's not Jesus that is going to come back. It's a lie that system have told us. It's the source where Jesus and Muhammad came from that is going to come and make the world God's place. A home where everybody will feel they are at home. It doesn't matter which part of the world you are living. Because as you think the world is so big, and just 4 corners of a room to God, the eye of God watches over everything. So nothing is hidden. So why do we kid ourselves about keeping secrets? From who? I don't believe in secret either. This is how I speak and people feel uncomfortable. I don't believe in secret. I cannot have, I cannot join any group of people, join any bots. I cannot join anything. I am one with everything. I am one with universe. I am one with the world. So I don't have the leisure of saying, this is the group I belong to. I only know about Ifa Ela. I only know about Ifa Ela. I only know about Ifa Ela people. I can only connect to people when I speak the word of God, the source of God, the highest energy, the highest intelligence that doesn't do any harm to anybody but reading in oneness with all. People who can understand that are the only people that I can connect with. I cannot connect to anything that is fraudulent and deceitful. And secondly, people think, oh, it's a virgin, and maybe or virgin this or virgin girl or something that is going to come and make a world a better place. That's a total lie. People speak as if they know God. You don't even allow yourself to know God. You are so busy playing fake God, you don't even know how to behave way of God. If God was anything like you, I don't think I would even be here speaking. Because people are so convenient to be doing that threat to anyone that want to speak way of God, which is what you call truth, but I'm not even going to call it truth. I'm just going to say way of God. So I'm not concerned about somebody trying to be playing a death threat game, because there's no death in Moremi Ifa Ela's house. I'm only concerned about your renewal. I'm not concerned about your death threat. Therefore, it is important for us to know that one of the reasons Ifa Ela ministry is placed on this earth is to promote a healthy, good relationship with Creator, meaning the vibration of life, the energy of life, mentally, politically, economically, and sexually. That is why Ifa Ela is here. Among the reasons why Ifa Ela is here also is to beautify all our EABAs. It is through all our EABAs that all our Babas came to this earth. Therefore, every one of us should know that it is very important for us to beautify all our EABAs, because if there's no EABAs, EABAs are the evidence of the physical God, which is the legacy that I come from birth. I brought this from heaven with me, the legacy of EABA. So it's not possible for me to look away or think differently other than what Ifa Ela is teaching me, meaning universe is teaching me. And beautifying all our EABA means, in a simple term, means we must beautify Africa. There is nothing anybody can do about it, because universe has already done it. I saw the beauty of Africa. It is done. And everyone that's going to put that into action, they know who they are. It's useless hiding yourself. You have to now stand in your light. War is a mere distraction. Somebody threatening you with death threat and whatnot is just a distraction. Anyone that stands in their light and stand with Ifa Ela, your life will not be taken by any man. Your purpose that universe brought you on this earth to perform, you will complete it before you ascend. And even if you need more, universe is more than able to give it to you. But we cannot be on this earth and be useless. The principle of universe totally disallows that. And before we can actually say we will beautify Africa, which means to beautify our EABAs, we have to know the way of EABAs. And that's why I am here. That's why Ifa Ela ministry is here. And it is not impossible. I have been living this way for a very long time. And it makes the love of God to overflow upon your lives. Why else will I not budge from being myself? There's got to be some good in it. Think about it. If there's no good in it, obviously I will not be, I'll be saying otherwise. But being connected to Ifa Ela, meaning universe, meaning source of life, energy of life, is a good thing. You cannot compromise it. You cannot compromise it, because it's like knowing yourself. System, all the lies that the system called world have told about you, all of a sudden light comes through and you can see genuinely who you are, and not just seeing it or knowing it, the purpose of who you are as well is given to you at the same time. So we have to beautify our EABAs. We have to build Africa. And beautify your EABAs and building Africa means you have to build yourself first. You have to be self-built first. You have to know inside of yourself, inside and on the outside, that you are self-sufficient. Don't look at whatever idea you might be doing as small. We have to start from the ground up. Because if you just don't stand on the solid ground, which the EABAs have already laid the foundation, we are standing on their shoulder. Their foundation is solid as a rock, it's a rock of ages. And stands forever and lives forever. Their eye is insisting they must see every corner of Africa, of the world, beautiful, because they are beautiful. If the universe allow you to see the beauty of everlasting God, I've never ever seen such beauty in my entire life. You cannot put it into word, the beauty of God. So Africa must be beautiful. Africa way, the way the universe has built her, so beautiful. So it is okay to not be politically correct. If you're politically correct, then you have to really start checking yourself. The least of us still carry a burden of hypocrisy. That you can't even remove from yourself. You definitely need Ifa Ela to remove it from you. It's so intertwined, so hidden, you won't even know you are an hypocrite until you begin to check yourself. And then you ask Ifa Ela, remove every ounce of spirit of hypocrite from me. I've said it before, I'm saying it again. Your body, mind, and soul of energy of life. You are not spirit. Spirit belongs to another society of people. And they know better about that than you do. So it's either your energy of life or your spirit. You have to make a decision. You have work to do. Church is not going to build, Jesus didn't build Africa for the past 500 years. Muhammad did not build Africa for the past 500 years. Why? Because the world denied both of them. No one can deny Ifa Ela. Energy of life, Ifa Ela is telling me to tell the system, the political system, the world system, that if you deny Ifa Ela, Ifa Ela will deny you. Ile, you people know what Ile means, which is what some community call heaven and earth. It is Ile, it's the oneness of all. It's called Ogun. That is the essence of life. When you say Ifa Ela, that essence of that life, that source of life, that highest intelligence that no community can live without, is called Ogun. When we say God, that's what we're referring to. When we say Jesus or Muhammad, that's what we're referring to. But the world, look at the system. They fought war, not ending war with Muhammad. While he was speaking forth precisely Ifa Ela. And then you have Jesus. We have clarity beyond reasonable doubt that Jesus is not a white man. Why would any human being literally call themselves white? What is that? Human beings is worth more than color. Why do you call people black and you extend it to making sure people live a life that is lacking goodness of life when they are in abundance? Is that what spirit does? If that what spirit does, I don't want to be a part of it. The third reason why Ifa Ela is number 3 reason, that which is obviously infinite reason of goodness of God. But I've only mentioned 3 today. So as we go along on this journey, we will begin to relate to one another in the beauty of God that each and everything in this world carry. And no one should take it upon themselves to lord their own energy on somebody else. That is not the way of God. And that time has come why we must speak forth clarity, not confusion. The quote, "A good heart is a heart that must never be taken advantage of again." When I speak, I need for you to be clear that I did not send myself here. Universe sent me. So I speak on behalf of Ifa Ela, meaning source of life, meaning energy of life. Because we're so big on, oh, she's a good person, he's a good person, he's kind, he's generous. Any form of generosity or goodness that you do without knowing who you are just doing yourself. Nobody's taking responsibility for it. So take good care of your heart. A good heart is a heart that must never be taken advantage of again. Because if your heart is taken advantage of, it means you are a problem to your community and to yourself above all. In Ifa Ela, we take shield. In Ogun, we take cover. But in Ifa Ela will keep us beyond next week. And don't forget, keep all of your ALAFIA to yourself. It is allowed. And as I always say, I keep all of my ALAFIA to myself, now and forever. See you next week and have a good one. If you're someone that don't particularly think that you are politically correct, I'm just saying, it's okay not to be. It's not a bad thing at all. You just don't agree with the system of the world that is just full of lying and confusions. And then this channel, I guess, won't be strange to you. So, if this channel is not strange to you, please subscribe. And let's go on this journey of there's no beauty like the beauty of God in you and in me.